Welcome back everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 5 of Eldritch Horror. We're on turn 2 and we're playing Cities in Ruin expansion. Cities in Ruin is fun because it's got these devastation cards and devastation encounters that make it definitely a thematic of like the crumbling world. So I think our great old one is Shudmel. So you can see me destroying the city with the trolley and people running. So it's pretty cool. Hey, quick shout out to Pontos Fathom Press. You can check out our collection of Cthulhu-based books by August Moldenhauer, continuing the Catu Journals saga of yog-sothothery. Okay, let's quick summary of turn 1. We definitely had the mix-up with Bob Jenkins and Roland, but we got it sorted out. So Roland is in San Francisco, Bob Jenkins is in London, and the expedition has moved to London. So let's go ahead and jump right in. This time with Bob Jenkins in London. He will... Again, he is able to acquire an asset. So let's have him. So he can acquire an asset. Again, he has influence of 4. Let's have him try to acquire an asset. And put this one aside. So let's see how he does. So he gets 2. So he has this training regime. So he can grab training regime, and it says if he acquires an asset greater than or equal to the number of tokens, which he does. So now he has 2. He has training rate. When you gain this card, immediately improve 1 skill, then discard this card. Okay, so he gains the card. He gets the second Eldritch token for his doing business. He's going to increase his talent, gain 1 talent condition, and then he's going to discard this card. So let's have him gain a talent condition. And he's going to gain Guts. When you resolve a combat encounter, you gain +2 will. So he's got Guts as the talent condition. He discards this training regimen card, discard pile, and that's his first action. And his second action, let's refill the reserve. His next action will be to maybe I should just have him rest so he can gain back points. He'll take a rest as his next action. So, and then he'll do that London encounter there. So he can rest and should be fine. Okay, so Bob Jenkins, our lead investigator, complete. Next up is Roland Banks in San Francisco. He will move out to grab this clue, and let's also give him a reroll focus token as his second action. And finally, we've got Ashcan Pete with his dog Duke. He can reroll a die when resolving a test, and when he performs a rest, he can gain an additional sanity. Okay, he can acquire an asset. So after you perform, okay, he can perform. Oh, so he's going to stay there, I think, because he's going to try to resolve this clue again. So let's have him acquire an asset. After you gain an acquire asset, you may gain 1 item or trinket asset with less value than your observation from the discard pile. 1 item or trinket. Are there any items or trinkets in the discard pile right now? No, there's a task only. Okay, so let's just have him do a normal asset, acquire asset. So he can just acquire an asset with 1. He does not acquire an asset, so that's fine. And let's also have him heal 1. So when he rests, he can gain an additional sanity. Doesn't need to, but he'll heal back up. Just because who knows when we'll have a chance to heal up later when this game's a slower burner, I think. So let's just have him heal up. And he's got Professor Morgan here. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and move from the action phase to the encounters phase. So we're back up to the top with Bob Jenkins in London. He is going to do a London encounter. London encounter says, you learn that the powerful occult object is being held in the Black Museum of Scotland Yard. Resolve the pass effect to convince the police to give you access, or resolve the fail effect to break in at night. Okay, he's Bob Jenkins. He's a salesman. He's going to convince the police to give him access, right? Right, so you attempt to convince the police of your credentials. And he passes. If you pass, you are given free access to the museum. If you pass, you gain free access to the museum's notorious exhibits. Gain 1 artifact. So he gains 1 artifact from the artifacts. And I've moved the deck in a way so that I can flip first through the ones that are theme-based. So the first one that comes up is the Tinkerine Elixir. Test mind. If you pass, you may spend 1 sanity to gain a boon condition. Okay. All right. So that's kind of sales themed. You can gain a boon condition. So as an action, he can test that. So great. So there's occult objects in the Black Museum at Scotland Yard. He gets access to them. He finds the artifact. And encounter now moves. Wait, what did I do? Back to London? Let's shuffle that up. I think that might be. Maybe that's a little too much London for one thing. Let's just kind of take the encounter cards from the theme-based ones. We'll just shuffle the top ones up. And we'll move this last one to Shanghai. Okay, so we'll move it to Shanghai. And that will do it for Bob Jenkins. So next up is Roland Banks. Roland Banks has moved to do a research encounter. So let's read it. He is in a city space, so he's like in Chicago or something here, right? So you walk through a district of the city that has been remarkably unaffected by the quakes. So we have to roll a test. Okay, he passes. If you pass, everywhere you go, you see a peculiar sign etched into the buildings. The yellow sign, perhaps. You gain this clue. Okay, so he's gained a clue. And let's hope this comes in handy later. He's now got 2 clues. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't do the active mystery. Silly. Okay, let's just read the active mystery. Sorry. The active mystery. Okay, so this is our active mystery. Exploring Garn. Oh, so we've got a thing of Garn, don't we? Do we have something that said Garn? No, that's a Tinkerine Elixir. Oh, no, we've got the Trinket of Garn. Who has that? Roland Banks has got the... No? I thought somebody had something with Garn. The Grizzly Totem. Oh, no, it was not Garn. It's the Grizzly Totem. Okay, the Grizzly Totem. Okay, so anyway, Roland Banks has completed his encounter, but let's just read this. Exploring Garn. The ancient city of Garn was founded by the Elder Things, and in eons past they served to guard Shudmel's subterranean prison. Now it is abandoned, and those who aim to profit from its untold riches. When this card enters play, place the mystery token on the Heart of Africa. Oh, great. So we've got a gate on the Heart of Africa, and we've got this mystery token on the Heart of Africa, right? So let's put a mystery token on the Heart of Africa. And let's just put it. Yeah, I'll put it there in a second. As an encounter, an investigator in the Heart of Africa may explore Garn with a special encounter. Okay, cool. So, exploring Garn, Heart of Africa. We'll put it here just to remind us. We can close the gate too. So now we've kind of have a bigger goal to go to. So let's also have. So it's Ashcan Pete's turn. He will do his encounter with the research encounter, and he is in a city again. So no one else seems to notice the shaman that stands in the street before you, adorned with gold and bone, hand outstretched in silence. You may gain a dark pact condition to gain this clue, and one additional clue. Okay, so he needs to get a dark pact. Okay, see how it starts? You get a dark pact. Dark pact. So he gains a dark pact. So he gains a dark pact condition. He gains this clue. He gains the clue, and he gains an additional clue. We'll give him one of these discarded ones. So he gains a clue and additional clue. Okay. All right, so we have to actually do the encounter to see what happens. So we've got a bunch of clues here, though. Maybe Ashcan Pete's going to make his way down to the Heart of Africa. He can ride the trains pretty quickly, so he can go ahead and do that. So yeah, next turn I'll have him move south. We can discard this card, so that was kind of a good one. He does gain a Dark Pact, so that'll come in with we got our first Reckoning card here. So that's everyone's encounter phase. Let's move on to Mythos phase. We'll check out the Mythos card, and it says, we spawn a clue. Okay, somehow we spawn a clue, and we add another mystery to the Heart of Africa. Jesus, everything's in the Heart of Africa. Okay, so we spawn a clue. We'll go to our clue bag. Somehow the Chthonian had been imprisoned in Garn. You cannot find out how this was done. The creature will run rampant around the world. The creature will run rampant around the world, leaving humanity in ruins. The return to Garn. I'm getting only tokens from sideboards. I should have gone and cleaned them out, but it's fine. Okay, 4. 4 encounter. Oh, so maybe we can have Roland Banks stay up in America, and maybe we'll have Bob Jenkins and Ashcan Pete head down to Heart of Africa. There's quite a lot to encounter down there. So it says, ongoing rumor. As an encounter, an investigator in the Heart of Africa may search for the symbol that once held the Chthonians at bay, and we can resolve this rumor. Okay, so that looks like we've got 2 rumors now in Heart of Africa plus a gate. That's quite intense. So that's going to be that. So that'll wrap up our second turn. So we'll see you in turn 3, and I will get the tokens. We have 2 active rumors here on Heart of Africa, so that's pretty intense. We've got an open gate, and I guess my strategy will be have these guys start moving down so they can pool their tokens and make progress that way. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next turn. Bye-bye.